Imagine waking up tomorrow, making your usual cup of coffee, adding a small scoop of powder, and within a few weeks, moving with the comfort and energy you had 20 years ago. This isn't a gimmick or a passing wellness fad. It's emerging science. Researchers at top institutions have found that certain natural powders, when added to your morning coffee, can support joint strength, muscle function, and even cellular energy. In a major 2023 University of California study, adults over 60 who added 1 teaspoon of a specific powder to their daily coffee saw a 47% improvement in mobility after just 12 weeks. Nearly half their movement issues eased in 3 months. Another trial from Harvard Medical School followed 1,200 seniors for 6 months and found that those using these coffee additives walked 2.3 miles more per day than the control group. They moved faster, reported less discomfort, and described energy levels similar to people 15 to 20 years younger. The best part? These aren't pricey drugs. They're natural, accessible powders that cost less than a daily latte. But the real breakthrough is the top powder on the list, shown in multiple studies to help support cartilage regeneration, something many doctors once believed wasn't possible. When Japanese researchers tested it in a group of 70-year-olds, the improvements were significant enough to make international news. Before we dive deeper, drop your age and where you're watching from in the comments. We read and respond to every single one. All right, let's begin. Number 5. Maca root powder. Maca root powder is the quiet powerhouse often overlooked in anti-aging routines. This hardy plant grows in the Peruvian Andes, where locals have relied on it for over 2,000 years to sustain stamina and resilience under extreme conditions. For adults over 60, maca offers broad benefits across multiple age-related systems. A 2022 study in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology tracked 175 adults aged 60 to 75 for 4 months. Half added 1 tablespoon of maca to their morning coffee, while the other half received a placebo. The maca group saw a 32% boost in leg strength and a 28% improvement in balance. Unlike caffeine or typical stimulants, maca doesn't give a short-lived rush followed by a crash. Its unique compounds, macamides and mecanes, enhance mitochondrial efficiency, the cell's power generators that slow with age, helping counter fatigue even after a full night's sleep. For best results, start with 1 teaspoon in morning coffee during the first week, then increase to 1 tablespoon. Choose organic gelatinized maca, which is easier to digest and absorbs roughly 40% more of its active compounds than raw maca. Mix into hot coffee. Its gentle, nutty, lightly butterscotch flavor complements the beverage well. To sustain benefits, use maca 5 days a week and rest 2 days. This cycling method keeps the body responsive, preventing adaptation, and research shows it produces better long-term results than daily use without breaks. Next, we turn to a powder you may already have in your kitchen cabinet. Number 4. Ceylon cinnamon powder. Ceylon cinnamon isn't the everyday spice you find in most kitchens. That's usually cassia, which is cheap but high in coumarin, a compound that can harm the liver with regular use. True Ceylon cinnamon contains about 250 times less coumarin and delivers far stronger anti-aging and metabolic benefits. A 2023 American Diabetes Association study found that adults over 60 who added just half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon to their morning coffee experienced a 23% drop in fasting blood sugar and a 19% reduction in inflammatory markers in only 6 weeks. This matters because high blood sugar damages the tiny vessels that feed muscles and joints while fueling systemic inflammation, making every step, bend, or climb more painful. By lowering both blood sugar and inflammation, Ceylon cinnamon protects joints, muscles, and nerves, easing movement naturally. The mobility benefits are impressive. In a German trial of 200 seniors with mild arthritis, 1 teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon daily led to a 41% reduction in morning stiffness and a 35% improvement in stair climbing ability after 3 months. Researchers attribute this to cinnamaldehyde and cinnamic acid, compounds that deactivate inflammatory enzymes in the joints. For best results, stir half a teaspoon into coffee grounds before brewing, or add directly to hot coffee above 140 degrees Fahrenheit to release its active compounds. Take it with breakfast to improve absorption and prevent stomach upset. Always choose cinnamon labeled Ceylon. While it costs about 3 times more than regular cinnamon, its safety and health benefits make it worth the investment. Next, we move to a powder that takes anti-aging benefits to an entirely new level. Number 3. Turmeric powder with black pepper. Turmeric has become incredibly popular, but most people use it in a way that prevents them from getting even a fraction of its benefits. Curcumin, the powerful anti-inflammatory compound inside turmeric, has been researched in over 10,000 peer-reviewed studies, yet your body can barely absorb it on its own. Without proper preparation, most of it simply goes to waste. A 2024 Johns Hopkins study followed 300 adults over 65 with chronic knee pain and split them into 3 groups: plain turmeric, turmeric with black pepper, and a placebo. After 12 weeks, the plain turmeric group showed only an 8% improvement in pain, while the turmeric and black pepper group saw a dramatic 54% drop in pain and a 49% improvement in walking speed. The key is piperine, the compound in black pepper that increases curcumin absorption by an incredible 2,000%. Researchers also found that this combination reduced inflammatory cytokines, those tiny chemical sparks that trigger joint inflammation, by 62%. To get this right, mix 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder with a small pinch of black pepper, about 1/8 of a teaspoon, and stir it into hot coffee. Just a tiny amount of pepper is enough, because too much can irritate the stomach. For even better absorption, add a teaspoon of coconut oil or MCT oil, since curcumin is fat-soluble. This combination of heat, piperine, and healthy fat boosts absorption by up to 3,000% compared to taking turmeric alone. Most people begin noticing reduced stiffness and smoother movement within 2 to 3 weeks, with the strongest improvements appearing after about 2 months. If you take blood thinners or have gallbladder issues, check with your doctor first. Now let's move to the runner-up powder that's gaining serious attention in the anti-aging world. Number 2. Mushroom powder blend. I'm not talking about the plain white mushrooms from your grocery store. I mean medicinal powerhouses, lion's mane, cordyceps, and reishi, that have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for thousands of years and are now validated by modern science. A 2023 study from the National University of Singapore tracked 500 adults over 60 for 6 months. Half took a daily mushroom blend. The other half got a placebo. The results were remarkable. Cognitive scores rose 37%, physical endurance improved 43%, and fatigue during walking dropped 39%. The magic comes from how these mushrooms target different systems, yet amplify each other. Lion's mane contains haricinones and erinacines that stimulate nerve growth factor, rebuilding connections between your brain and muscles, improving coordination, and lowering fall risk. Cordyceps boosts ATP, the energy in your cells, by up to 28%, according to a University of North Carolina study, giving you more stamina throughout the day. Reishi reduces inflammation and supports immune balance. Together, they create a synergistic effect, multiplying benefits rather than simply adding them. For best results, pick a blend with at least 500 milligrams of each mushroom. Stir 1 to 2 teaspoons into your morning coffee on an empty stomach about 30 minutes before breakfast. The earthy, nutty flavor is surprisingly pleasant, and mild digestive changes during the first days are normal as your gut adjusts to the prebiotic fibers. Users often feel sharper, more energetic, and physically resilient within 2 weeks. Remarkably, participants who continued for a full year showed real cellular regeneration, with muscle fiber density increasing by an average of 17%. Next, we reveal the #1 powder that's rewriting the rules of aging. Number 1. Collagen Peptide Powder. Collagen peptide powder is revolutionizing joint health. For years, doctors thought cartilage loss was permanent. In a 2023 Kyoto University study, 70-year-olds with moderate to severe knee arthritis took 10 grams of bioactive collagen peptides in their morning coffee daily. After 24 weeks, MRI scans showed cartilage thickness increased 11% and joint space widened 14%, reversing typical age-related decline. Participants also improved walking distance by 47%, pain scores dropped 59%, and reliance on pain medication fell 71%. Collagen works because it passes intact through the intestines to joints, stimulating chondrocytes to produce new cartilage, increase hyaluronic acid for lubrication, and reduce cartilage breakdown. A German study of 1,000 adults over 60 found collagen also increased bone density 8% and muscle mass 12%. Use hydrolyzed collagen peptides, 2,000 to 5,000 Daltons. Type 2 supports joints. A mix of 1 and 2 benefits skin, muscles, and bones. Take 10 to 15 grams daily in hot coffee on an empty stomach, adding vitamin C from lemon or acerola cherry to boost synthesis up to 40%. Joint comfort appears in 2 to 4 weeks, with visible cartilage and mobility improvements by 3 months. After 1 year, some seniors regain function of people 20 years younger. Collagen also strengthens skin, nails, and hair, reflecting its 30% share of body protein and role in connective tissue. For best results, combine powders strategically. Month 1 collagen, Month 2 mushroom blend for energy, turmeric with black pepper for inflammation, Ceylon cinnamon for blood sugar, and maca for hormonal support. Many seniors report moving better than they have in decades after 6 months. Take these small, consistent steps to restore movement, confidence, and independence. For more, watch Over 60, Reverse Insulin Resistance Fast with these 5 proven steps, senior health tips, and keep building a healthier life with longevity steps.